Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. As you guys know, today we got the brand new Assassin's Time capsules that were added to the game, so we're going to take a look at that. Basically, I saved up a handful of stabilizers. I have 14 stabilizers that I saved up. I would have had more, but I used a whole bunch to open some mega capsules. So sadly, this is what we have today. So basically, I spent a bit of time farming and farming and farming for some Assassin's capsule. And I was able to gather about 25 of them so far. Actually, a bit more. Our friend Saturday Night has a few as well. Uh, how was I able to farm those capsules? As you guys may know by now, I have a lot of characters. So basically, I would log in with a character that didn't log in for a bit. I would defeat the first enemy I saw, and I would have an assassin's capsule. Basically, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I do sometimes with characters that doesn't involve defeating enemies. Like lately, I redecorated a few of my bases, and I still had a few armories that I had to set up as well. So while I was doing that, time was passing by, and basically in DC Universe Online, we get a time capsule roughly every 20 minutes. So basically, I had a whole bunch of characters that had logged in for more than 20 minutes, but that did not defeat enemies. So I used them to be able to farm for the Assassin's Time capsule. But if you want to have more, if for some reason there's not enough Assassin's Time capsule that drop in the game, you can easily purchase them from the broker. As you can see already, people are selling them. So right now, the asking price is roughly 1 million per time capsule. So what can we get in this new batch of time capsule? Well, let's take a look. It's going to be a little convoluted. Even when they did the live stream for the Assassin's Time capsule, it was a bit convoluted, especially when they tried to explain how we could get some of the new artifacts that were added to the game. So I'm going to try to make sense of this. Even on the forums, there's a few people who didn't quite know how it worked out, or there was a bit of confusion where people were trying to figure out what was what. So anyways, so basically in the Assassin's Time capsule, we have a few things, or we have a chance to get a few things. There's a Luminous Gaze that we can have. The Luminous Gaze will be, from what I understand, will be useful to be able to get the new artifacts that we have in the game. Basically, there's these bright eyes that we have a chance to get in those time capsules, and once we get those bright eyes, when we defeat enemies, we're going to get a chance to get collections to be able to get the artifacts or something like that. I'm not quite clear about that because the stream wasn't quite clear either. But basically, they came up with a convoluted way to have us farm for the new artifacts, I suppose. Anyway, there is a new item that is the Cloak of Shadows. It's basically a cloak that you can have for your character. From what I understand, so you can see there's a Cloak of Shadows collection. So there's going to be 3 collections, it seems. The Cloak of Shadows, the Jackal's Head, and the Court of All Mask. The Jackal's Head, from what I understand, comes from Batman Beyond. There was an episode in Batman Beyond where there was a racial ghoul involved somehow, and there was this Jackal head mask. So that seems to be it. And the Court of Owls comes from obviously the storyline, the Court of Owls, that was in the Batman New 52 comics. There's also the Abyssal Gear. The Abyssal Gear is the Black Manta gear. Technically there's 2 gears. There's the Black Manta gear, and there's going to be the enhanced version of the Black Manta gear. Sadly, this time, instead of crafting the enhanced version of the Black Manta gear, we're going to have to purchase it on the Quarks Vendor. We're going to take a look at that if we get the chance. Although before we can purchase the enhanced version from the Quarks Vendor, we have to complete the Black Manta set of gear on our character. So I'm going to try to take a look at that if I get the chance. I'm going to open 14 time capsules right now. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to complete the set or not. I kind of doubt it. I guess we're going to have to wait and see. And there's the Assassin's Artificers capsule. Basically, this is the capsule that should allow us to be able to get the bright eyes that should be able to allow us to find the components we need for the new artifact. Again, I'm a little vague in how it works because, truth be told, I'm not sure myself how exactly it's going to work. And of course, there's a bunch of crafting material, and as always, and more. So anyway, enough clowning around. Let's open ourselves some time capsules. So as you can see, we got the 3 stabilizer fragments, Abyssal Gear. Oh, we got 29 quarks. That's a rare thing. Usually we get 10 quarks. And once in a while, I'll get 13, 17 quarks. And I think there's one time when I got like 30 or 33 quarks. So getting 29 quarks is actually a rare thing usually. Well, let's see if maybe they changed the drop rate. We'll find out. So I looked at this one a bit more, but for the rest, I'll just click open next as soon as I can. You guys can pause if you want to see exactly what we get in each capsule. We got another piece of gear. 4 pieces of gear. So I guess we're going to get a lot of pieces of gear. Oh, now we got one Artificer's Capsule. There's got something a little weird or specific about the Artificer Capsule. We're going to take a look at that once I actually open it. Oh, actually, we're getting a bit more. I'm not sure exactly what's going to be included in the Artificer Capsule. I guess we're going to have to take a look. Again, as you can see, we only have one capsule for the collection, which is not a rare thing. Sadly, the capsules rarely drop 111. It's usually there's usually one capsule that drops a lot more than the rest. As a rule of thumb so far, the gear usually drops more. I lost count. Okay, so we're done. So again, if you want to open more, you can go to the marketplace to open more. I saw maps mentioned on the forums that we could go to the marketplace to directly purchase the Assassin's Capsule, not unlike what they did with the Mega Capsule. I guess they didn't update the marketplace just yet because I haven't seen those capsules on the marketplace. And we still have the Resurgence Mega Capsule. So if you still need some Resurgence Mega Capsule, they still seem to drop in the game, and you can still purchase them on the marketplace. So let's take a look at what we got in our little capsules. I'm going to start with the Artificer Capsules. So the capsule may contain one of the following: Ebony Sinstone, Crimson Sinstone, or Asian Sinstone. I'm not sure exactly what that's supposed to be, so we'll find out in just a second. Also, basically when we open the very first Assassin's Artificer Capsules, then we're supposed to get a message from the Evil League of Assassins. Oh, which reminds me, let's just so that we can know when we get our mail. So when we open the Artificer Capsule, apparently we're supposed to get a message from the Evil League of Assassins, and that's when we're going to get our glowing eyes. So as you can see, and there's even a warning, like warning, opening this capsule will alert the League of Assassins to your interest in artifacts. Be careful. This could be a dangerous path towards great power. And as you can see, the capsule is account bound, so I could trade it to other characters, but I couldn't trade it to someone else, to another player. And I guess they're all account bound. Yeah, they don't seem to want us to sell those on the broker anymore. I'm just going to open one of those. I'm going to try to spread it throughout my characters in order to be able to have the glowing eyes on as many of my characters as possible. So with this character in this video, I will just open the one Assassin's Artificer Capsule. So here we go. So it gave us a little feat. And the Crimson Stone. So I guess these can be used to fortify our artifact. Oh yeah, okay. So the Sin Stone seems to be an alternative to the Nth Metal. And as you can see, we completed the feat, the Eyes of a Stranger. So we should get a message to get the... I guess it'll take a while before we get it. So it should give us some time to be able to open the other time capsule. I know it's a bit confusing or convoluted. Basically, the way they've tried to add those artifacts and to add them to the time capsule, I guess they couldn't just add the artifacts to the time capsule. They had to find some ways to make it a bit more convoluted than usual. Oh well. So we'll open the gearbox, the gear capsules. As you can see, we can get the Abyssal Gear, and the max possible item level is 202. So I guess that's going to raise my combat rating. I was trying on purpose to keep my combat rating low by not opening. Like I have a whole bunch of gear that I didn't open because of that. Like I have some 199 gear that I left unopened because I was trying to keep my character low CR. Well, I guess that won't happen now. So we got the shoulders, the gloves again, the legs.
You don't know what it's like
again, the gloves,
it gets dark.
more gloves,
and then
and the boots. That was to be expected.
The wolves come.
So let's. Oh, there we go. So let's open our gear. So as usual, we can choose either between controller or, well, between our role or DPS. By default, I always go for the controller gear. So I just purchased the mirror pants like yesterday, so the pants won't be useful, but the rest will give me a slight boost, I guess. Oh, yeah, it raised me to 230. Oh well. So you can see the item level 202. My character was like 227, so it raised it by about 3 combat rating. And let's see what it looks like. So roughly this is what the shoulders, the gloves, the pants, and the boots look like. Obviously, once I complete the set, I will make a video about it. Obviously, you can use a broker to try to purchase the pieces you're missing. You can see right now the chest piece is 17 millions. The boots, the belt, the boots 2 millions, the belt about 1 million. The belt even less, 774. And the back piece seems to be around 8 millions, 7.5. The helmet, 8 millions, 9 millions. Yeah, that's usually to be expected. The pants, less than a million, 700,000. Not sure what those abyssal shards are. Oh well. The shoulders, 900,000, a bit less. 700,000, no, 300,000 for the gloves. So I guess I'm not the only one who got half a dozen pair of gloves. So now we can see we got our mail. So let's go take a look at our mail. So basically we got a message from our friend Ra's al Ghul, or Ras al Ghul, depending on how you want to say it. So the subject is See into the Unseen. You show great potential, but you squander it. If you could only open your eyes, you could see the power that can be yours. The eyes of the dusk will help you find the power you seek. So let's accept. So basically, Ra's al Ghul gave us all something called the eyes of the dusk. This is something that should help us be able to find the collections we need to be able to get the new artifacts that were added to the game. So let's consume it. Ah, there it is. So it is a face piece. So basically, we have to use those eyes in order to be able to get some of the collections we need in order to be able to get the brand new artifacts that were added to the game. Uh, I'm going to make a video specifically about that because I'm not quite sure how it actually works. From what I understand, we're going to be fighting enemies, and the collections will drop, not unlike how when we fight enemies, sometimes the nth metal actually drops. Again, as I mentioned, it's a bit convoluted, so I'm gonna have to play with it a bit before I can actually find out how it actually works. But roughly, as soon as you open your Assassin's Artificer capsule, then if you wait a bit, you should be able to get a message that will tell you, well, you should be able to get the email that we got, and that gave us the Eyes of the Dusk. So let's open the last two capsules we have. I have no idea what's the best option. Let's go with this one. Usually I would take the time to look on the broker which are the most expensive collections. I won't do that today. Next time. So we got two collections. Let's see how much they're worth. This one is about a little less than 4 millions. And this one, 4.5 million. And those prices are the prices right now. The prices on the broker changes all the time. I have to repeat saying that because some people don't seem to understand that. So let's consume it. 1 of 12, that was to be expected. So I'm going to open the Assassin's Artificer Capsules with some of my other characters. Again, basically because I want to have the Eyes of Dusk on as many characters as I can. In order to be able to possibly farm for the collections with more than one character. So that's pretty much it for the Assassin's Time Capsule. So from what I understand, the Luminous Gaze is the same thing as the eyes we have right here, except the eyes we have right here are color locked, and apparently the Luminous Gaze, you're going to be able to change the color of the Luminous Gaze. For the Cloak of Shadows, the Jackal's Head, and the Court of Owls, again, we're going to have to complete the collections. Obviously, there's going to be one collection that's going to be uber rare, that people will fight in order to be able to get that collection. I guess we're going to have to find out which it is, which is the rare one, and how much people are going to ask for it. Usually it starts at 100 million. That's usually the asking price for the rare collection. But the prices should drop at least a bit in the next few days. Let's consume some of our Crimson Sinstone. So you can see there's a bonus. It grants 10% increased experience when used to fortify artifacts from the tools of the demon set. Okay, I have no idea what the tool of the demon set is supposed to be. I guess I'm gonna have to look it up. And also you can see there's a few feats that have been added to the feat list. Like we already had a few some artifacts feat, of course, but here we have the cast the first stone feat, collect any of the following type of sinstone. There's the fortify the Lazarus Pit water, fortify the Venom Wrist dispenser. So these are the new artifacts. Fortify the Demon's Fang. Study items to build the Venom Wrist Dispenser. I think these are the items we're supposed to be able to gather as we fight enemies. And it seems to be 10 items. So is it going to be 10 different items? Is it going to be 10 random items? Again, I'm going to have to do a follow-up for that. So again, I'm not sure why they made the system this convoluted. It happens. So that's going to be pretty much it for the Assassin's Time Capsule. Again, as I complete the style, I will make a follow-up video. If I get the... Oh yeah, let's go take a look. So let's take a look at the Quarks Vendor for the enhanced version of the Black Manta set of gear. So you can see right here, you can purchase the enhanced Abyssal style capsule. But before you can purchase the enhanced Abyssal style capsule, you have to complete the regular version of the style before you can actually purchase the style. Like it shows it right there. Complete the from the depth feat to purchase this item. From the depth feat is the regular Black Manta style. So you have to complete the Black Manta style in order to be able to purchase the enhanced version. But when you do purchase the enhanced version, you get the whole set. You don't just get one piece. But it is a little pricey. It's 899 quarks. So if you were hoping to save your quarks for something else, sadly, and so roughly it's going to cost you $80 worth of time capsule in order to get one style for the enhanced version of the Abyssal style. So this is going to be it for the Assassin's Time capsule for today. Again, as I mentioned, I will make a follow-up video as I gather more styles, as I complete the style, or as I gather more information. Expect a few more videos about either how to get the new artifacts or how to use the eyes of the dusk or whatever that is. Maybe today or maybe tomorrow. I guess we'll have to wait and see. So that's pretty much it for now, guys. So as always, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.